This is the President McCormack Podcast with your host, Mark McCormack.
All right, we're live with Matt Beret, Josh Sherwood, two returning guests on the Mark.
I know.
It's a
McCormack podcast.
Are we the first returning guests?
Absolutely. You're the first.
Are we really?
Yeah. I want to start this off. Yeah, of course, man. You know how many people I know? I got thousands of these things to do before I get returning guests.
Well, no, you could throw a rock and Mark will say, be on my podcast.
That's true.
Next week he's podcasting his DoorDash delivery guy.
Yeah.
I see him every week. Come on my podcast.
Guys, like, I got some more delivery.
It's like, hey,
sit down.
I don't have a podcast this week. He throws a rock in the mall, and whoever it hits, hey, get out of here.
Damn, roasted off the bat.
Hey.
This is what I wanted today. I needed to have a fun podcast, so I got my bros in here. We're going to go wild. Okay, I'm going to start this off, and you better play fair, Mr. Beret. Okay?
Why me?
I have a bet that I want you to take with you right now, a $20 bet.
You and I?
Yes. You ready for this?
Yes.
The bet is I bet Matt can guess what kind of underwear I'm wearing right now.
Oh, I know.
Of course he can.
Specifics.
Oh,
No?
I know.
It'll blow your mind. You taking my bet?
Like, this is really, you didn't talk about this before.
Unprepared, he has no idea.
Absolutely genuine.
For lunch. I'll buy you lunch.
Okay, for lunch. We'll do lunch. Okay. Matt?
Gosh, damn it.
It's gonna be your skull and bones.
Okay.
But which pair of skull and bones I don't know.
Which pair, after seeing my
Hey,
underwear,
this is cheating.
would I be wearing right now?
Black lace.
Black lace.
How do you know that? Because you wore Playboy ones yesterday? You go from Playboy to black lace?
Do you really have those black lace on?
No, you don't.
Oh yes, he does.
I thought they were at least like
Oh,
boxers.
these are briefs, baby.
No, dude.
And they're
are.
breathable.
It was so funny.
Those
So-
are like stocking, like
Dude.
fish.
Oh, they're breathable. They're breathable. They
Is
are.
it solid here?
No.
No, they're very breathable.
He literally.
There
he
is little
literally-
left to the
He
imagination with those
literally
on.
pulled those out the other night. He's like, "Hey, look at these," and held them up. I'm like, "Those aren't gonna fit Michelle." And he's like, "No, they're mine." I'm like, "What the shit?"
Dude, and I think secretly you think Michelle's going to be turned on, and I'm pretty sure she's not.
That was my original intention with this. I don't think it's working,
Turned out it backfired.
but I'm starting to like them.
Really?
Oh, dude.
You feel sexy?
A little bit, yeah. You put these things on, you're like, wow, these are weird. These are
have to
different.
target
These are new.
next.
Hey, we got some fetishes I don't know about with you.
I don't know if we go fetish, but it's.
I just saw what you're wearing.
I don't mind trying something new. Dude, I'm sitting there thinking today, right? As I'm getting showered, I'm getting ready to come down here. I was like, dude, what would be something funny to talk about in the podcast today? And I'm rumbling around in my underwear drawer because it's like, I don't know what I'm in the mood for. And I pull these things out. I'm like, oh, dude, I guarantee I can get Matt to guess these.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. So you figure out what mood you're in when you pick your underwear?
Don't you?
Oh my God.
Damn it.
I have the same color, same thing every day.
What is it?
Blue, these,
Just
Normal.
standard issue?
sorry, I have normal underwear. Golly, you weirdos.
Well, of course we're weird. That's why it's fun. This whole life is fun.
That's it.
It is fun.
Lululemons. That's it.
Yeah, Matt's so on the. Actually, this is part of the reason why I have these sexy underwear. Is Matt's going on and on and on about these Lululemon underwear. They're amazing. Blah 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 blah. This is $60 or whatever, right? What are they?
$45 a pair.
$45.
Damn, what are they made out of?
I don't know, but they're beautiful.
They're made out of heaven.
They're made out of a very soft touch. Let's put it that way.
It's like a caress.
The inner thighs
They
of virgins. I
caress.
don't know what they're made of, but they're beautiful. They do. They hold you. They could keep you cool.
gosh.
So, dude, the story. Have you heard the story behind these underwear that I've been wearing? I have like 10 pairs of these things.
I
Okay,
just
so
know.
it's a
I just remember Michelle saying she's not impressed.
I am not a paid influencer by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Nor
Hey,
do
you
I
do have
fit
a
the
blue
mold
check
of the
mark.
target audience. That's what the best part
No,
is.
you
You
don't.
have a blue check mark.
I
You
give
do have a blue check mark.
I'm paying for that though. It's not that impressive. Surprise! I have 1,300 followers. I'm paying for my blue check.
I was like,
mark.
that's the first check mark I saw with anyone under 1,000 followers.
I know.
But now you are at 1,300. I
I'm at
noticed you're going up.
1,300. I'm flying. I mean, it's like
Damn.
one or two a day,
Matt's
maybe.
flying too.
I don't even know what I'm at.
I don't either, but I know I have more than both of you. Which is
How many do you
hilarious. I think 5,000.
Are you?
Do you
what the
really?
f-
Well, it's,
Well, you do
it's
cool
business.
shit.
Yeah, it's all business. I don't
How
do
many
anything
people
personal.
like pools?
I guess.
Because you really don't post anything personal at all. It's
Not
just,
once.
It's just pool.
Yeah, just work.
Tell you what,
we
you want
built
to
the
you want to
greatest
double
pools
that?
in Arizona. I know you
Throw
will
a
go.
couple of bikini chicks around the pool on your next reel.
Okay.
Boom, you're going
think
Why
there.
put bikini chicks? I'll be in those photos.
For
Just
free?
ask.
In that.
In
those-
just,
ask
just-
nicely.
Well, I'm gonna have to do a different flavor for that. I mean,
No.
There's no
you'll get
let.
banned.
Will I? I've been looking. to
Me
get
in
banned.
those next to a pool on your Instagram, you're getting banned.
Oh, 100% you are.
Especially if I
You're
and I'll
might be
zoom
the-
in.
it might be the
I will
abs I don't
zoom
have.
in.
you're getting sunburn in places you don't want to get sunburned either. You
The toddler is on.
You don't want those tan lines. Holy shit.
The toddler's live. What tan lines? I don't think
No,
there's any tan lines.
you're gonna
in
see
this.
little fish. What do they call them? Fishnet stockings.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think
that
it's-
is.
It might be skulls. I didn't really look at these all that. I'll show you guys after the thing so you can
Promise?
really see.
probably,
what's-
yeah.
Hey, don't
Can't
tell me.
wait.
So, don't get my hopes up and then not do it.
You know his boner gets confused. Don't do this.
Oof,
One of my favorite terms.
that'll be a confusing one.
That
It's
would
like,
be way
why
confusing.
is
What?
this happening?
help. Carissa, help.
Somebody.
Now, come on.
Okay.
You're going to be the only one in here wearing Hanes?
These aren't Hanes.
What brand?
They're like Tommy John or something. They're good. They're good.
But
ones.
they're amazing.
They are.
But they're not amazing as this brand.
I just
Skull
feel
and
like
Bones.
I gotta have coverage.
Amen.
Just
It's hot in
I'm not
Arizona.
flipping out.
It's hot in Arizona. You need something that can absorb. Those don't absorb.
Those don't absorb at all.
You're probably like a
They let
swamp.
the wind kind of blow.
Dude,
It's like that
you're like a
natural AC.
swamp downstairs.
You sneeze and you're in 3. Let's put it that way.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Matt, would you please explain to Josh what happened to us in Target?
Oh my God.
We were attacked.
So this last week, the girls and the wives are at this like splash pad, and Michelle calls Mark and she's like, "Hey, can you stop at Target and go get?"
No, she says, "Do you want to
No,
stop
no,
at
that's
Target?"
right. She goes, "Hey, do you want to stop at Target and get swimsuits for the kids?" And Mark just goes, "No." And so she's
course
like,
not. Why
and so
would
she's
you?
like, "Oh,
Why would I
okay." And he
want to?
goes, "Okay, are you asking me? Like, are you making me go?" And she's like, "No, not at all." He's like, "Okay, then I'm not going." Hangs up the phone. Within 30 seconds, there's a text message with the location of Target and a list of what we want. And we're like, "Okay,
That's Michelle.
Guess we're going to Target, right?" He and I walk in there, and our eyes are just like, "Oh my God, they have home goods. They have scented candles."
You didn't know this?
We were
Well, I kind of knew that.
Not like
but
you going to Target.
The
all the
problem is we got sneak attacked.
We did.
We're over there picking out
Swimsuits.
for our kids, and then we're off to get the towels, and they're
there-
shuttling us around.
Is there something weird about a man picking out like a 2-piece swimsuit for his daughter?
I'm comfortable with it.
Well,
I did the shirt with the little bikini bottom things or whatever.
Got it.
That's what I went.
You do get a couple of weird looks.
I just know I've never done that. So I'm
get
like,
it.
is that weird?
You get it. Well, here's
Didn't
the
feel
thing.
normal.
We got the swimsuits, and then we said to the associate, we were like, "Hey, can you show us where the swim towels are?" She's like, "Not a problem." She walked us through the entire store, center aisle, all the way down, and we're just walking past, going, "Oh my God, there's home goods, there's scented candles, there's towels, there's pictures, there's like
Legos?
Legos." We're going down a world of hurt, like real quick. We
Especially you two.
we felt like spending.
seriously,
And did you?
no,
Well, no.
kind of.
Well, it wasn't cheap.
It wasn't cheap. Let's put it that way.
But I realized, or we realized, we started realizing together. That's the theme of this moment. We were realizing things together. Like, I feel thirsty. I need a caramel macchiato, something with a rainbow stripe in it. Why don't I have a freaking Starbucks with me? It's like right there. And then
You
everything
guys
started
went
having-
straight up like
We went
soccer
there.
mom.
Oh
No,
with
we
the
went the other
Starbucks,
direction.
with-
we
We
went,
went the other
two
direction.
guys married, gay. I think we need to buy shit in here. Like, oh, look at this. We should buy
we were
this.
counting the thread count on towels.
We were arguing about it. I was like, hey, this one's over here. He's like, well, that's only 800 count. We get like 1,400 count.
How are
on
we
this one.
friends? Honestly, sometimes I'm like, how am I friends with
Here's
these
the
two?
thing, though, Josh. If you were there, you'd have been involved too.
No,
You would
Josh.
have.
I would have waited in the car.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
have.
Trust me.
Quicksand.
We were in quicksand. We're like,
We
need
all of a
help.
sudden started realizing
How
it's like,
long were you in this store? Legit.
we don't know.
You lost track of time. It's like
There was-
Vegas at a
there's
casino.
no time in there.
There's no clocks. It's all dark. It
Phones weren't working. Everyone was kind of eyeing us, and I was like, Matt, we gotta go. It
was like Twilight
Grab
Zone.
5 of those towels, 300 thread count like a manly dick. Let's get the hell out of here.
It was.
Dude, the air is different in
Man.
there. It's weird. They got something going on in there. I was not as mad as my wife for buying all the shit she normally buys in Target.
Because you now know what it's like.
We know.
It's an attack. It's an attack
They know
on
what
the
they
nervous
know
system.
what they're doing. They also place things so different areas, so it makes you walk through.
they do.
They're like, wait, I do think
Why
I
are the
need
towels
this.
not next to the swimwear? It's next to the home goods. They get you.
Sons of bitches.
They get you.
It's all set up to get you. I wanted a brownie. Then I wanted to cry about it.
It was an experience. We literally came out and we were like, what the hell just happened?
Especially if both of you guys get into your feels, I could totally see where that's a homosexual
want us in our
relationship.
feels. Holy
I've
crap.
seen it. More Matt than you, but I've seen it.
I'll tell you, for the listeners out there, if you haven't turned off yet,
There's more to come.
what in the hell is going on today, dude? Every time I look at I get a text message from Josh who says Matt's found a new ear, and I look up, dude, and he is just chatting up someone, dude. And
Like when we're in a group and I see you kind of, I'm like, oh, where's he going? And there's an open ear. If there's an open, no ear is safe with Matt in the room.
Oh, no.
If there's an open ear, Matt takes full advantage.
I have an accent for a reason. I'm going to use it.
people just fawn over him. Oh my god! I mean, he's handsome. He's the handsomest guy in our group, and I'm not wrong. Then you have
He's
that
very
accent,
handsome.
and then he says words wrong, so people question what he's saying, but they're charmed by it.
Hey.
Give us some Cockney rhyming. Explain it to Josh. Like
Cream crackered.
I think we've talked about this.
We talked about this. Yeah, cream crackered, knackered, which is tired. Apples and pears, stairs.
Dude, before you were married, were you just slaying? Be honest.
Yeah.
While me and Mark were trying to figure out our businesses,
I lived
you
in
were
England. We all
slaying.
sound like this, so I wasn't.
No, but you moved here and got married right away?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's how you got your green card.
Yes, I haven't got my green card. Okay. Yeah, so I moved.
So it
here
wasn't
and got-
love
he was an
initially.
illegal immigrant.
So hey, it wasn't love initially.
No.
But now they've grown to love each other.
Whatever it takes.
Hold on.
Here's the so true story. When I was going through my green card application, I had to go to the U.S. Embassy in London, and they ask you a shitload of questions of validating the relationship and da-da-da. They were quizzing me as if I was like third world, an immigrant from like the third world. I'm like, I am fucking English in the British military. I'm not from Mogadishu trying to get to America for a better life. I'm okay in England.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
I'm doing fine in England. I'm doing this for love. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like,
you
yes. What the fuck?
Well, initially, no.
I'm moving to America just so I can get a supersized McDonald's. Is that what I'm doing this for? Absolutely, I am.
For the
Give me
red
those large fries.
40 chemical and everything.
I'm doing this for Target. Get me there.
I heard you have a Target. Yes.
Well, and it is more socially acceptable in America for a man to just walk around in his feels.
Oh, absolutely.
And so you're like, I feel more at home here than I ever
Can't
have.
do that in England. That's for sure. Can't do that.
No, they'll tell you to fuck off.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
They're like, you want to talk about feelings? Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, okay, glassed. Yeah, you can't do that in England.
That's glass. That's a new one. What does that rhyme with?
No, glassed is in like getting hit in the face with a glass.
Oh,
So like, get out of here.
That's not rhyming slang.
Fuck off.
But I
Kind
love
of.
the fact that you're on edge all the time. It's like, is what he's saying rhyming?
I'm not on edge. The Cockney rhyming thing I had no idea about. I'll give you that. My favorite thing to do is when he starts saying stuff in our men's group, I'm like, oh, he means the bathroom. Oh, he means a plate.
He starts
Hold on. He
translating
needs to run out to the car real quick and grab something. He'll be right back. Because dude's looking at him like, huh? What did he say? I like it, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm mesmerized by it, but I don't understand it.
Right. It's a curse.
Oh, yeah. It's an amazing curse. Yeah. Next thing you know, he'll be swimming underneath girls and biting their toes.
Oh, that's not good.
Hey, you can't say that without giving backstory. But we won't do that.
We'll skip that one.
Yeah, we'll skip that.
And moving on.
Moving right along. Okay, honestly, Josh, why on earth do you like Matt?
I asked myself the same fucking question just last night. I'm like, why do I like
this
Matt?
guy? I don't know. He teases me and he says it's with love. I'm still yet to
It hurts,
believe.
though.
Well, Matt is like everything I'm not.
Manly?
Uh-huh.
Manly?
No.
Tall?
No, tall. I don't know. I think I notice I like guys, especially if they're cool, but like that are different than me, right? I actually like that. I don't want to hang around a bunch of guys like me. Really. And so, but yet we're so similar in a lot of the same ways. So how do you not love Matt? Matt's got a big heart.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you how big it is. Matt will tell you how big his heart is.
I will tell you. I will tell you.
He'll cry, and then he'll also tell you to fuck off. So it's like the perfect blend. It's the perfect blend. Matt's the perfect blend. He's like a morning blend, like a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Put a little cream, just a tad bit of sugar.
No,
Little-
strong
no.
and black. Strong and black.
No,
Go ahead,
I'm
say
saying
it. Let us have it.
you're not strong and black.
You're not black.
From the waist down.
But
Cut.
how many times are we going to hit this before you say it?
I'm not saying it. Not saying it.
All right, fine.
Okay, I'll take that. Your little morning blend. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is he only good in the morning? Can you handle him at night?
No, I can
Is he an
handle
after drink as well?
You know what I really like is when we've had a long day and we're all relaxing and Matt just really gets into his feels.
I have never shown you any emotion.
Yes, you are.
No, I will.
I know you will.
I will.
Because I've asked you not to and you still do. I said, Matt, respect my boundaries. You do it anyway.
Well, I feel like you want me to.
I do.
That's
I
the
want you to
presence.
so I have good material.
Well, that's the presence you give. You are very open. Like, you are someone that guys can lean into and cry to. You give off that vibe.
I don't think so. I think you're way off. That's a misread.
Oh, I know I'm way off.
It's kind of arguable though, because I don't know if you give that vibe up, but damn it, do you get it?
What?
Guys leak it onto you. Don't you
do.
remember that freaking breathwork thing? I know you remember. Dude, I'm looking over at you. Next thing I look over, there's two bros hugging your legs. And
I didn't
you're
know
rubbing
what
their
to.
back,
I
and I'm like,
panicked. So I'm just like, let me just touch them to see if I can ground them, because they were not grounded. They were in Mars, and I'm like, let's get back to Earth. I was getting worried.
You're in Bear Lake?
I was like, hold on, easy. We're in Bear Lake. You're in a house with a bunch of guys right now. It's almost like bringing someone out of hypnotism. And 5, 4, 3, and
And they're like, oh gosh, Josh, it's you. Oh gosh.
I'm like,
Why
we're
am I
going to be
hugging
fine,
you?
guys. We're going to be fine.
Neither of us know
We're going
why
to
you're
get through
hugging
this
me.
together.
Josh is a safe space.
Josh is absolutely a safe space.
I feel safe around Josh.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
I will protect.
Oh, you? Yeah,
I'm
you do.
protecting. And I'll
I
make.
feel safe and comfortable.
Yeah.
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 No reason
You're
not
a
to feel
safe
comfortable
container.
around me.
You're a safe container.
I don't know what that
You
means.
accept vulnerability.
I honestly don't even know what that really means.
Do any of us?
Do any of us?
Half the time these people speak and I'm like, okay. I'm just past the does this apply to me stage, because whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
no, I just assume it doesn't.
Yeah. If I don't feel it, I don't. I mean, dude, like it's such a funny thing, man. And there's many guys that fit inside of our circle, inside of our men's group, right? It'd be really funny. Well, it'd be absolute freaking chaos if we had like 9 of us in here, right?
Oh, yeah.
But dude, like how funny it is us 3 have like found ourselves in this world. We got this British dude.
Yeah.
I'm like half British, kind of, weird dude. I mean, sorry, real.
Yeah, thank you. You're not weird, you're real.
No,
then Josh.
I think
then Josh.
honestly part of it is our age, like the phase of life we're in.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's like, and not that we have everything figured out, but I think we're a little more further along, I like to say, in the process of like figuring out who you are. So I'm always drawn to guys that are really comfortable with who they are.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, I don't ever need, I feel like I just want to be friends. I don't need something from you all the time, or you don't need something from me. It's like, let's just be friends.
Yeah.
And on the occasion where we need a little extra, we get a little extra. But like, I have a hard time with the needy side of some friendships.
And I love the part where you have to face that and I get to watch.
Yeah.
When someone gets real needy with you, I'm just like,
I told
oh,
you
please, hug him.
recently, my wife brought it to my attention, and I think I agree with her that I'm the weird guy in this whole group. Literally. Really? And I've started to like understand that, like, the way I see the world, right? The way I see all the things that we're talking about and experiencing, the way I just see things. I think it's actually healthier for me to say I'm the weird guy. Because I feel like then I'm a little more open to like, and I told my wife, I was like, yeah, I've been telling you that. You're the weird guy.
Yeah.
But by weird as in like, again, like emotions and how I see things and how certain things are just really easy for me and certain things are hard. But it's just like when someone says, I really want to do something with my life. And I'm saying, okay, then do it. But then there's people that are like, you can just like do it. I'm like, well, if you want to do something, just do it. Right. And I guess I call it a gift, I guess. But some people call it weird. But really, like throughout my life,
I feel like someone's writing notes on this right now. They're like, he just said to do it.
He just said do
If
it.
someone just had an epiphany, slap yourself.
I like literally throughout my life, right? Like when I realized like I need to ... I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess, and I'm not saying that's great of me. I'm just saying that's how I work. It's just like, like if I need to lose weight, I was like, okay, and then you just do. Or if I need to, hey, my business is kind of in a rut. I need to take a turn left or right, and then I just do it. Yeah. And I don't tell everyone. I don't go to 10 different people and say, what do you think? I've always been able to just take action.
Yeah.
And it wasn't always the right action.
Is that
Right?
because you've owned the cold plunge for this long?
Ever since I started cold plunging, my life is transformed. Transformation. I mean, look at me.
Look at you.
I'm a specimen.
You're a freaking
Dude, honestly,
absolutely
3
going down
cold
this one.
plunges, I dropped 50 pounds.
Dude, I'm like 37 cold plunges away from having abs. I just gotta start. I like this just do it thing.
It's just the one start. It's that first step that's the hardest.
It's that first time being cold.
It is.
Like I think it's like the abs, like
is.
kind of the fat breaks
You wear
up in the
that
cold
underwear
water.
in a cold plunge,
Oh, you will be rock hard.
shredded.
You honestly, it's either cold plunge or steroids. They're about the same in result.
I like this.
And I chose the cold plunge. You know, other guys choose steroids. But standing side by side, me and a steroids guy, you can't tell the difference.
You can't tell the difference.
Not even a little.
No,
No, not at all.
Until you guys start talking. Dude, how long have you owned your cold plunge?
Since I moved into the house, what has it been, a year?
Oh,
I've only
okay,
been
you-
in our house a year.
You just got it when you
How
got
many
in.
times have you used it?
I'd say 20.
Really?
Yeah. My boys, though, use it.
Oh, are they all about it?
My boys love it.
Yeah.
Crew especially. He'll cold plunge, sauna, you know. Well, because they got all this fucking time on their hands. I'm like, how about get a fucking job? You might not have enough time to cold plunge. I think there's guys we know, too, that it's like, do I get a job or do I cold plunge every day? I'll start with cold plunge. That might help me get
You
a
let me
job.
figure that out.
I'll
Let
cold
me,
plunge and think about getting a job.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pay my bills this month. Let's cold plunge this thing out.
Let's cold plunge it and see where this leads.
Yeah, I just have to.
But I will
Who's
say.
that guy? Is it Wim Hof? Yeah. What does he do for a job?
Oh, he cold plunges. Shit, I want to do
I
that.
will say though, after a cold plunge, I mean, you do, right? Like you feel, I do. I feel energized only because I'm freezing my balls off.
See, here's the thing. Cold plunge is a lie. A plunge is spoosh. You're out of that damn thing in 3 seconds. That's a plunge. It's a cold, sit in your nasty
a cold
filth
soak.
for 3 minutes.
It's a cold soak.
Yeah, it's more of a soak.
Yeah.
I think that's my problem. I don't like things that are a lie right off the bat.
That's your problem.
not a
You're so
plunge.
damn analytical. Just let it slide.
You are.
You can't let it slide?
Not on a plunge.
He's such a driver.
It's either a plunge or it's
Such
not.
a driver.
He is a driver.
Plunge is almost like the water coming over a waterfall and it hits. But once it hits
see-
the water, it's no longer a plunge.
But
Now
Mark,
it's a river.
Mark is a driver,
Oh yeah.
but there's a lot of mingling with
There's a lot of
expressive.
mingling.
Tons.
He's a DE.
In fact,
Driver
the more
expressive.
I know him, driver here, expressive.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
In a good way.
Yeah. Well, it's
People
always a
just
good way.
think you're a driver, which you are obviously. But like they don't know the eccentric side of Mark.
Well, here's the driver thing, right? It's the do it thing. Mark,
Yeah.
did you build a business? Yeah.
Sure.
You go to work every day? Yeah. Oh, hell, you're a driver. What are you doing?
Who isn't doing that?
Yeah, who's not doing that? Oh, there's a whole population not doing this.
So just by going to work, you're a driver? Is that what it
I
is?
guess.
Fucking hell.
Like, if you really look at my life, like, what makes him a driver? Here's one of the things that drives me crazy. Like, who do you guys want to go to dinner? I don't know. Okay, I don't have time to deal with this shit, so let's go to here. And everyone goes, okay, holy shit, he's a driver.
Look at you. Or
I need a new category formed.
or you have no patience for undecisive people.
I do not have patience for indecisive people. It's 100% true.
I can understand
Or I'm going to reel into you and tease the shit out of you. You know, are you hungry? Yes, I am. What would you like to put in your mouth? I'm not sure. Why not?
Then you're not that hungry.
Yeah, then you know exactly. You're not that
seriously.
hungry.
Because when I'm hungry,
I'm hungry.
I know what I want.
Actually,
Like
when
right
I'm
now,
not hungry,
I'm
it's-
fasting.
Yeah.
And I'm really hungry right now, actually. Stop talking about food.
Why are you fasting?
Well, I just don't eat breakfast, remember? And then we
You
came
know what, he's
here.
fasting because he hasn't cold plunged today. He's got to do one or the
Yeah.
other.
I either
get some ice
intermittent
order.
fast or I cold plunge. And up here, there's just no cold plunge. I'm kidding.
Dude, I'm telling you, guys who prepare, I'll leave you ladies out of this because you seem like doers, right? So you guys out there, if you're preparing to prepare, slap yourself. Just go do something.
Even if it's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Except for certain things, don't just do.
They're not morally wrong.
Don't
So don't do morally wrong things, but just like go work.
But I do think most guys, like in our group and stuff, like, I think they do. Like the high percentage guys in our men's group
Oh yeah.
are
doing.
they're doers.
Yeah.
No, I just to me what cracks me up in the whole there's actually an overarching theme to this whole thing, right? That I'm just looking at these like some of the guys, and it's not even in our group. It's almost in like the self-improvement.
Oh yeah, we talked
right?
about this yesterday
Yeah, it's
or
like
this morning with Michelle.
oh, did you? Well, it's like They're doing all these things to like avoid, I don't know, just doing something. It's like, do you not value your time? Like literally, do you not value your time? Like I've got guys that are knocking out 4 books a month. What in the hell? What did you learn? Well, I mean, I learned that, I should have habits, and then I learned I should go do some things, and I should prepare, and I should have a plan. Okay, now next month when you read the same stupid ass books with different covers and different authors, what are you learning?
When will you implement?
It's not about what you learn. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Learning's great, and I think I personally have a lot to learn, but doing.
Do you?
Well, on a small scale, like little things, I think that would help. But doing, I think trumps learning all day long.
Yeah.
Doing.
Amen.
Right?
What's the best way to learn? Go do it.
All the things I've learned is by doing. Oh, that was wrong, but I did something, and then you learn.
Yeah.
Right? I think you got to put yourself in it. You got to, immerse yourself, get in the game.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Thomas Edison thing, isn't it? Is it like Thomas Edison's favorite quote is, it took me 1,001 attempts to create the incandescent light bulb, and I found 1,000 ways not to make the light bulb.
Yeah.
Like, just keep doing, keep doing. You'll keep getting it wrong, but you'll keep changing little iterations until you get it right.
Tenacity takes you a long way in this life.
And I will say one of my big things, even with my boys, is like men aren't meant to just not do things.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically. Like I know seasons of my adulthood where I wasn't doing, right? And I had a lot more time, and you're just like, and you start to get in these funks, you get a little lazy. Like I think men are at our best as we're doing, right? And so even like I'd rather see a guy work 3 jobs than work 1 job and then do nothing the other time of his leave, right? Yeah. And that's what's nice having a family. I feel like there's always doing when you have kids.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You're doing.
Well, even if you're married, there's always doing.
Yeah, and I feel most healthy myself when I'm very in this doing mode, right? Active, take action. Mm-hmm. I just feel so much mentally, especially. I don't think mentally we're meant to just freaking idle time.
Yeah.
At least me. And maybe this younger generations that don't have testosterone, maybe they're fine to do that. Dude, in the last 50 years, a 40% decrease in testosterone in males. 40% in 50 years.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, it's like unfathomable, right? Yeah. And I'm not saying good or bad. It's like, it's not like some guy chooses to not have testosterone, but
it's bad.
I think it's it is bad for most men. I also don't try not to judge, right? But I do think we're at our best. I think most men, we're at our best when we're doing shit. At least me. Yeah. I don't know what else. Yeah.
Well, people are happy when they're building stuff, they're building businesses. People think, oh, business owner, business. It's like, you're not really getting it, right? Part of building the business, it's fun to do it, right? You're coming up with strategies, and you're like implementing things, and you're trying to say, oh, that didn't work. Oh, let's go over here. Oh, hell, this one's working great. Oh, more. You know what I mean? That is really building a business.
Well, and me and Matt were just talking about this whole entrepreneurship, right? And this idea that unless you're an entrepreneur, you're a failure.
Mm-hmm. Right, which is 100% false.
100%.
Yeah.
So like even in a normal corporate job, right? There's plenty of doing and creating value and changing how something's done and creating value for your boss or for the owner, and then get noticed. And then you're like, all of a sudden, oh shit, I'm making good money and I'm working for a guy. I don't have to take all these problems home with me.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so it just, and that's one thing I think in our men's group, and I've talked about this, like, hey, I think we need to talk more about it's okay to not be a freaking entrepreneur.
Yeah.
In fact, in a lot of cases, it's better that you're not.
Yeah.
A lot of personalities or a lot of guys that like, hey, I value my free time. Mm-hmm. I don't want to worry about phone calls on the weekends. I don't want to worry about emails. And I just think that gets missed in this whole new, entrepreneurship. Right? It's like, it sounds sexy.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's the thing. It's not sexy to have a 9 to 5 anymore.
Which is, I think it is.
Yeah.
Like if you can create a really nice life for yourself working 9 to 5, are you kidding me?
Well, what people don't get is you don't want to turn yourself into an entrepreneur. You want to turn yourself into an investor.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Right?
Because entrepreneur just means you work for your own business. You're still working.
Yeah, you're still working.
To make money.
Most of the time it's worse.
Yeah.
Like I see these
You're the last guy to get paid.
Yeah, and you get these chiropractors, right? Like it's funny. They're like, not even doctors in general, right? They want to run their own business, right? And it's like chiropractors are easy because they normally don't have an office, right? They work with their hands all freaking day, and then at night you got to bill, you got to do accounting, you got to do purchasing, you got to project management at some level, right? Yeah. And then you still on top of that have to make managerial decisions where you're like, hey, where am I going to take this business? Where am I going to go? How's my market? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you work 40 hours with your hands. You work another freaking 40 hours doing all the administrative shit you can't afford to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's wild. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, dude, if you're making a couple $100,000 in your late 20s, invest your money, make a whole bunch of money along the way.
Spend 100 to 1,000 of that and take the other 100.
Yeah.
And after 10 years, you're like, fuck, I got something here.
Yeah.
10 years. Right? So, I don't know. There's just so many ways to do it.
There's a lot of ways to skin that cat.
So, you know, when like the guys in the group, like, oh, entrepreneur, I want to get my own thing going. But they're over here doing really well for themselves.
Yeah.
And again, if that's what they want, do it. But it's like, sometimes the other side of that, they don't understand all the other things that go along with that. And
I don't think that's talked about in entrepreneurship. I don't think
you only hear the good,
the difficultness, and the late nights, and the long evenings, and the weekends missed.
Well, and how am I going to make payroll?
Yeah,
legit, right?
Like that shit isn't talked about, and that's just society itself now. You look at social media, you only see the good things. You take 30 pictures of yourself and you only post one because you don't like the other 29, right? You don't see the ugly side of life anymore. It's always the beautiful thing.
Most businesses, right, fail. Period.
Of course they do.
Well, and the thing is why these guys think the entrepreneur is so sexy. He's got these dipshits in the freaking social media that they worship.
Which we talked about earlier too. Like social media is terrible for creating entrepreneurs. Oh, you can make $2 million a year by just posting videos on YouTube.
Yeah. You can't. You actually cannot do that.
When that shit runs out, then what are you going to do?
Unless you started 20 years ago to create a name for yourself. And
absolutely.
A brand.
No, my friend, she's a big influencer. They make really, really good money, multi-millions of dollars, right? And it drives me crazy when people are like, oh, look at her, she's so lucky. And I'm like, it took her 8 years to start crossing into the black. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know the exact details, but probably another year or two before it was quit your job money. Yeah. Right. And now she has a fantastic thing. It took her 10 years to build this thing.
Correct.
You know, and I want to slap people. It's like the whole it tickles me every freaking time that someone. So Josh, people who listen to this, right? He has a construction company, makes amazing pools, right? Amazing backyards, the whole thing. And people will be like, hey, I want to come shadow you for 3 days. Josh looks him right in the face and goes, fuck yourself. And they're like, what? Oh, I thought you were wanting to get back to the community. And
no, I don't. Not at all.
No, I actually don't.
What's great is it's actually me that sends people to Josh to go ask him that question.
Because you don't want to deal with it.
Sending bombs over to Josh.
That's Mark, I want to come shadow you for 3 days so I can do exactly what you do.
Right.
All I need is 3 days and I'll learn it. I was like, you might be smarter than me. It took me years, but maybe you've got something I don't. I don't know. Maybe it takes 3 days.
Well, the funny thing too is you are like the manifestation of what I want to say, and I just haven't done it yet. I'm gonna start doing it though.
You're nicer than me.
No, I look at these guys and I'm like,
soft touch.
I'm kind. I'm not nice.
Right. Oh, I like that.
Well, Mark's a fucking soft touch. He's a charity case.
And honestly,
I can be a soft touch.
I know, and you can also be firm when you need to be. That's the best part of it. Let's talk about Mark for a second.
He takes all those little baby birds, puts them under his wing.
Hey, why do you love Mark? Let's talk about Mark.
Why do I love Mark?
Because I don't think he talks about himself on his own podcast very much.
I don't think he does. Why do I love Mark? I think it's because he's just fucking genuine. He says what he feels.
That is very true.
You literally, there's no holds barred. If he likes you, he likes you. If he hates you, he'll fucking tell you.
Yeah.
And you call people out on this shit. You're like, you're an idiot. Stop being a dipshit. Change your life. and he has.
I do with a smile though.
No. You ask. No, it's all with love. Yeah. But you never placate to anybody. You never put your arm around him and go, oh, you're actually a really good guy. When really they're an asshole, you'll tell them you're an asshole, but I'll like you and I'll help you get better. And he has remarkably fucking small feet for a guy his size.
I've noticed about his. I think he's a size 9 or something.
I think he's pushing.
It's actually
11 or 12.
17 and a half. I don't know why you guys are doing this.
No way. Honestly, dude, in Spain when you were running with us in the bulls, I'm like, how is he vertical?
You mean when I was running past you?
How has he not fell over with those little trotters? I don't get it.
Hey, are we okay to talk about Spain? Because what they do over there is.
Oh my gosh! You three matadors in a room here.
Whew.
I can't believe our egos fit.
Some big dick energy in this room.
Yes, running with the bulls was amazing.
It was
really good.
Honestly.
Were you out there, Matt? Did you actually run?
Oh,
Yes.
shit. I keep trying to find myself. I can't find myself in any of the footage.
Dude, we've been trying to find you for fucking years.
Really?
I know, we're trying to find you too.
Were
you really?
You've been trying to find yourself for
I'm
years.
trying to find everybody. Oh, yeah, yourself.
I'm still not there, guys. Hey, I got a lot of big road ahead of me. Long road.
Long road.
No, dude, it was, see, the smartest thing I ever did was put that freaking neon hat on.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
You know, it's
And
it's
you're
too
just
easy to think.
massive.
Yeah, but
obviously.
still, though, the neon hat's
That
way
dude,
more.
one of the coolest part about Spain was when the first day we were in Pamplona and we were raging, like partying with other people, and I just walked behind Mark.
Oh, yeah.
And just watch.
People just looking at him.
And
Gigante.
they're like,
Gigante.
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 El Gigante.
Gigante.
It's what, hey, he, not G.
Excuse me.
Gigante.
Fluent.
No, you're
European.
not. I don't care that
European.
fucking Rosetta Stone's not working.
Matt and Josh have a $1,000 bet.
Yep.
That Matt will be fluent in Spanish in another 340 days.
Something like that, yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
Probably
I got
320.
340
Hey, you're gonna
days
have
to
to
go,
quit-
and I'm only 3 days
You're gonna
on
have to
Rosetta
quit.
Stone.
You're gonna have to quit your job to really do this. So, what's that $1,000 worth to you?
I'm actually going to be a Spanish entrepreneur.
You're gonna put on your card, "Se habla español."
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I've already
Dude,
got a
actually,
business
if
card
you
made.
could really learn Spanish,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised how much business you can get if you learn Spanish.
Absolutely, I can. Yeah. That's it. So this $1,000.
So even though you'll lose the bet, you'll make it up after you finally
I'm not
learn.
going to lose the bet.
Okay.
I'm not going to
Hold on,
lose
what's the definition of fluent, by the way?
Well, no, he has to carry a conversation with me in Spanish that I lead.
For how long?
A full conversation.
Well, like 20 minutes
Dude,
or like
I'll
5
say
minutes?
one sentence to him. He's not going to know a word, and we'll be done. Because I lead the conversation.
Come out swinging, big boy.
Okay.
I'm,
Oh, gosh.
it's going to be good.
Okay.
It's going to be good.
This is what friendship looks like, everybody.
Yeah.
It's constantly messing with each other.
You can't.
Not even close. Legit, not even close.
Dude, British people have a real problem with speaking Spanish because of your accent.
Yeah.
It's like ping pong, like counterbalances it.
Not this guy.
Yes, you do.
That's so true.
I've heard you.
It's such. I'm
Say
terrible.
burrito right now.
Burrito.
Yeah, see.
That's not horrible, actually.
Burro. I can roll my ass, so I'm pretty good.
Oh, so that means you're fluent. You're
It's
good.
fluent.
Then.
Fluent, dude.
God.
Yeah, just you wait.
Give him one good sentence. Let's test him.
Yeah, give me
You should call him. You should give him one.
No,
Josh,
he-
call him every month. Give him one sentence and just see if he can come up
That's
with
what I'll do once a month. And then when the bet's on, I'll come at you with a different sentence that you won't even know what hit you.
I'll be ready. As long as it's in Rosetta Stone, like don't come at me, you smut. They don't teach smut
No, I won't use any slang because
because that's not in the
that
book.
takes time to learn. That's not in the book.
Okay.
Hi, how are you? Who is the president of Estado de Mexico?
Where's the library? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? See? Fluent. Hey.
Oh, goodness.
It's going to be the easiest $1,000 I've ever made.
Yeah, I do. Back to Mark. You know, he's trying to
back to
deflect.
Mark.
He's
He's trying to deflect, isn't
Don't
he?
you deflect, Mark?
Don't
You need to receive this.
No one on this podcast cares about me.
Of course they do. All
Why
three-
are they listening?
all three
Why
of
would
you
I
guys-
listen to
Guests are
anything if it
amazing
wasn't for you?
guests that I have on.
all three of
No,
your
I
listeners
said, like I
love
said, you throw a rock and get someone in here. Once in a while, I'll listen.
So why
if
do
I
you-
listen, it's for you.
Why do you love
Thank
Mark?
you.
Mark, I think Mark was one of the first guys that I just like, oh, there's a regular guy in here. That's cool. someone that loves his wife and is a family guy and so he's successful and he'll tell you all how successful he is.
Oh, all the time. Shit.
If I got to hear one more thing about how many businesses this fucker has,
Oh, my hell. You guys have no idea.
golly. No, I do think we do. Just kidding. You actually, I like that because you really don't, especially in our group. That's what I also like about, I have one friend at home, like legit one good friend. And we're never worried about talking about money and this is like, gets exhausting, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing I do like also in the group, in the walk group. Like most of the guys were not there talking about money. How much money do you make? What did you do to do that? It's
Honestly,
just
there's
like,
times you look at the group and I was like, I actually don't know what the fuck you do.
I think that's awesome.
Like, I love you.
Because I
but
think as
have
men,
no idea what
sometimes
you do.
we identify too much with what we do or how much
100%.
money we make.
Yeah, I do not want to identify with that.
Well, and I've worked hard to not. And even personally, right? How do men not identify with how much money they have? It's hard.
Well, one cool thing in our men's group, too, is it took a couple months, right? And then we kind of collectively go, hey, guys, tell people what you do because if they're in the market,
Yeah.
they want to choose you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But other than that, I will say most of the conversations aren't around money.
No.
And that's new for me.
Not even close.
That's new for, well, it's not new for me because I don't ever be friends with people that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Plus, I passed the butt test.
Yeah. I slapped his ass the first Ludus. He was walking up the
In
stairs.
Moab?
Yeah. I slapped him right on the ass. He's just like, ooh. And I'm like, all right, this guy's cool.
Fair enough.
It's a good litmus
Sometimes
test.
I do that with guys just to see where they're at. You know what I mean? Like, if they like get offended or be like, what the hell? I'm like, you're not my guy.
Yeah, you're not my
You're
guy.
not my guy.
Yeah.
If I can't slap you on the ass, we can't
I
be
hope the
friends.
rope breaks on the cliff. Did you hear something about jumping off that cliff? Like, whatever, the whole story, right? I jump off the thing, I get back up, dude, and like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh God, I'm so freaking glad that shit's over with. And some guy goes, dude, were you worried about that rope breaking? And I was like, no.
You
I'm
asshole.
like, why the hell would I think about that?
Because you're a
And he's
big
like,
guy.
look how it's strung across there and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, oh, dude, stop talking to me.
I mean, honestly, I think that was one of the first things that drew me to it because we didn't talk in Moab until after the rope swing.
Yeah.
But I know, like, I remember somebody mentioning the night before how petrified you were of doing it and that you weren't going to do it. And then we got in that huddle with Ryan. He did that kind of like chant before, and you were already fucking harnessed up, ready to go. And I was like,
Oh, I didn't know
I was like,
that.
oh, he changed his mind. And you were adamant. You're like, get the fuck out of the way. Show me that rope. I am jumping.
So you weren't going to do it?
No.
no,
I don't blame
You never
you.
heard the story?
I didn't want to do it.
No, I when I signed up for the group, right? I said to Jimmy, I go, dude, Jimmy, I'm joining your group. Actually, I told him no twice. I said, I'm going to join your group, and then I'll do everything you ask me to except for jump off that cliff. I'm not doing it.
And what'd he say?
He just laughed. Right.
He's probably like, no, you will.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think he'll tell you this now. I think he was like, oh, I hope he does. Right.
Well, because you're a barometer.
Well, that's the thing. So Ryan and I, we were first. He was my first accountability partner, right? And we're both literally, dude. Like, we're not doing this
Is
right.
that the
Like,
first
no-
time you met Ryan?
No, I met him before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
But knew him or just barely?
no, I got to know Ryan really well during that time.
Yeah.
for sure. And short story, right? I mean, I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just thought, dude, you're a dick if you don't go jump off this cliff, because there's going to be like 5 or 10 guys that won't do it because you won't do it because you're the best dude to like hide behind.
Yep.
You know.
Like, well, if Mark's not, I'm not.
I would have wrecked it. I really would. I would have wrecked it because there's no way in hell Ryan would have done it if I didn't do it. Because
Really? He didn't want to do it either?
No, Ryan was locked. He wasn't going to do it.
And I wasn't scared of it. It was like it's a weird mental thing for me, right? Because I'm in a position in life where I don't have to do shit I don't want to do. I really don't, right?
I am with
Very
you.
few people can get me there. My wife, you know what I mean? But if I really dig my heels in, I'm like, I don't care. Like, oh, you're going to miss the opportunity of a lifetime. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
There's a million things. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that was my mental game. I was digging in on that. I could feel myself digging in where I'm like, I'm going to prove to you I don't have to do this, you know? And then whatever, then I ended up jumping.
Well, and there's
first.
something about us men when someone says you have to do something.
Yeah,
For me,
but-
especially.
Like, I don't have to do shit.
I'm like, the fuck I do.
yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I try to look at it differently. Like, no, I need to do this. Just to like, because how many times in our lives before what did we really put ourselves in uncomfortable situations? Almost never. Me, never. Like,
I don't
never.
know.
A couple of times.
I feel like I think I actually taught myself that you're going to be in uncomfortable situations and just deal with it if you're in them. So it's hard for me to go back and identify uncomfortable situations that I was in. I wouldn't say I was like jumping around trying to get into them, right? Like, oh, I need this, like a cold plunge, right?
Yeah.
I was more just like, yeah, if I'm in an uncomfortable situation, I'm in one, right? And you know, in business, you're in them a lot.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Outside of that, because business that or like a tough client or like I gotta sell myself. That I don't talk about that because
Okay,
that's
yeah.
a daily thing. I'm talking about outside of that because that's our everyday lives.
Yeah.
I'm talking outside of that.
But you know, sometimes though, with that though, there's some people that cannot go in that world.
No, I know, but I just mean for guys like us, that's every day,
Yeah.
right? And so then it stops becoming uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's just normal. Like it's still you get that feeling in your stomach, and then you just do it.
It's like when you fire someone.
yes, that's
Firing
still
someone's
uncomfortable.
very interesting. I'm not uncomfortable at all.
But you used to
At
be.
all. Or at some point. Oh yeah, I started fighting
That's what I
people when
mean.
I was like 26.
That's what I mean, though.
know?
It's just like this acquired. Oh, it used to be uncomfortable. Now it's not.
Yeah, now it's not at all. I mean, it's just nowadays. It's so I haven't fired someone in a long time.
Yeah.
right. But
Well, you put your systems in place, and you find the right people that fit the system.
exactly, and then the conversation is, "Hey, dude, you're just not. You know,
like, yeah.
they know. Listen, you're an idiot if you get fired and you don't know it's coming.
Yeah.
You really
They're like,
are.
oh, I was blindsided.
Especially in construction.
Yeah.
Right? Because we don't hire. It's like I hire a plethora of people to just like, I might need them. You know what I'm saying? It's like everyone that works in my organizations, we need you to do this job. That's why we hired you, right? So if they're not doing it, we rip them out and get somebody else in. So it's a major pain in the ass to hire and train and all that crap.
So you want to try to get it right.
Yeah. So we're like, try after try after try. Like, hey, you did this wrong. Let's fix this. You did this wrong. Let's fix this, right? So by the time it comes down to like, right? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, give me a hug, bro. Yeah, let's get you out of here. This is what you do with your Cobra, whatever, right? You just see ya. On to the next one, Yeah. I honest to God, I don't worry about it at all. You could actually hire me to go fire people in your organization and be the best at it.
Dude, that could be a job.
It was a job at Toyota.
No. But I'm saying
The firer.
Yeah.
Don't maybe bring in the firer. Like,
No, there was a job. So in Toyota, right? When you go to work for Toyota in Japan, a lot of Japanese companies, like you're there for life. Like that's your career. And the company treats you well, blah, blah, blah. When Toyota got bought out, they brought a British guy in to lay off like a fifth of the workers because the Japanese executives would not do it.
Oh shit!
Because it's that.
Because it's such a
culture
thing. You're
like once you hire him, you work here the rest of your life.
Yeah, yeah. And he had his whole documentary on it, like 60 Minutes or something. I was like, this is pretty freaking interesting, Dang. So, but yeah, not being uncomfortable. Going back to the point, right? Yeah, there's a few things I get uncomfortable with. But even I joke about cold plunges. I'm like turn that on to myself. But even jumping in a cold plunge, it's not that big a deal. Just sit in that cold water. I'm like, okay,
you're freezing. Yeah. I mean, like the cliff jump.
30 seconds, yeah.
Some of those things were way more uncomfortable than a cold plunge.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That cliff jump was legit for me.
Well, even the cold plunge we did up in Bear Lake where we jumped in Bear Lake in the winter,
that was
right?
freezing.
It was cold. I was just like...
It's like 28 degrees.
That was... And then the Iceland. You didn't do the Iceland.
I didn't do the Iceland one.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I did.
I did.
You love cold plunges.
Well, I'm like,
What the
I just
hell?
want to...
We got a trader up in here.
Sorry that I want to push myself.
Oh, yeah?
In what world do I push myself?
When you did
I don't know. I was like,
what happened?
I'll tell you what happened. I was like, I was cold. That's what happened.
Did you feel better?
No, I felt good before. That's why I felt good after.
Life has not changed after that cold plunge. I wonder why. Oh, shit.
I feel like the cold plunge thing, because we're just going to beat this to death.
Oh, you love going off on this.
God almighty.
Dude, oh, my God. Dude, it's like this thing where people just won't do what needs to be done, right? And then so they have to do a cold plunge to teach them to be like, yeah, I just need to do what needs to be done. I'm in a world where I just do what needs to be done.
Can you imagine getting a difficult email at work? It's like, hold on, guys, I can't respond to this. I need a cold plunge.
Oh, yeah, kerplunk.
Before I respond. Because this is going to be a tough one to write.
Or even worse, you know what? I can do this. I've done 197 cold plunges. I can respond to this. Today's the day. And then like the clouds part and a freaking beam of light hits you. An award comes in the mail. You did it. You've cold plunged your way to getting shit done.
Certificate in your office. Congratulations, you've cold plunged,
dude.
Dude,
the guy,
graduate people.
Hey,
from
the
now on.
marketing. Whoever's behind the marketing of cold plunges.
Oh, nailed it.
Yeah, he hit it. He started with
Holy
celery
shit.
juice, and then he ripped all the fat out of our yogurt in the 80s.
And then said, "Don't have real butter. Go to margarine."
Yeah, exactly. It's the same bro. Oh my God!
Whatever he's
What's
doing,
next?
it's working.
C Moss was coming up there for a
Sea
minute.
moss, I've heard that's
personally
really
beat
filth.
that one down. I was like, don't do it. Don't buy me sea moss.
I've heard that.
What?
It's
You
just
never
it's
heard
like
about this?
ultra health food, health thing.
Oh, dude,
Do I look like I fucking heard about health food?
you heard about celery juice, right?
Oh, yeah. I've tried that once. Oh, my God. Not again.
There's a lot of things people are real gullible about. Real gullible.
Well, it's always the next. It's always the next.
Well, it's the next fad, right? It's same as like diets, Atkins, then keto, and then high protein and low carb and da-da-da, and do this and fucking fast. And there's always something new to be sold.
Even yoga, right? I mean, yoga's actually good for you. Don't get me wrong, right?
Yoga's good for you.
But then Bikram came along, turned the heat up in their room,
Oh, hot yoga.
raped everybody.
Yeah.
You know that whole thing? Mm-hmm. Oh, he's like this freaking sexual predator. And now they got to call it hot yoga. You can't call it Bikram anymore because the dude is a freaking predator.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, but then here's another thing to me, okay? So when my wife was...
Imagine cold yoga.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't wait.
My
yoga.
nipples would be
Rip
rock
your
hard.
hamstrings
Doing
up.
yoga in a cold
You're right.
pool?
We'd all pull a hammy.
You would be pulling hammies left and right, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, so check this out, right? So this is where I learned this principle in life. My wife was a competitive bodybuilder, right? And really damn good at it, right? Dude, her amount of supplements she ate a month was like, I don't know, $1,500 sometimes. Sometimes it's $2,000. Sometimes it's $400.
Was it really?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's all shit. You could have these BCAAs, you could have this, you could have this super multivitamin, blah, blah, blah. Oh, L-carnitine, blah, 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 just glutamine. It's like, oh my God, how much of this shit are you eating? And this is where every one of these things falls apart. How much better are you? Quantify it.
They can't.
Never. Quantify a cold plunge.
Well,
Oh, I feel better. Don't give me that bullshit.
well, Huberman does talk. There's some studies. But maybe
Are there?
Again,
God, I hate it when people say that.
I'm not saying.
I'll tell you what's in that.
I've
what's
heard
not
that
in that
podcast.
study. I'll tell you what's not in that study is a percent better you get by doing cold plunge.
Oh, it's at least 1%.
You know what I
every day.
heard? You can get 1% better. You beat me to it.
It's 1%
How'd you
every
beat him
day.
to it? Yeah, every day, baby. It only takes 100 days to be 100% better.
I knew that was
Dude,
coming.
in 1 year, you can be 300% better.
Right? Of what?
Better of.
See, these math problems exist in our world, right? 1 + 1 = 2, right? But when you say you're 1% better than what?
Yesterday?
than yesterday.
Okay, so then yesterday. So then if you're 1% better the next day, what does it matter?
Ooh.
1% better of what? Of what? Of what? Of what? When you are taking these supplements, when you eat a multivitamin every single day, how much? What does that produce in your body? Did you live an extra 3 hours because you extended your life? There's no quantifiable
How did our
means.
grandparents live?
They didn't worry about this shit.
weren't- yeah, they
and they
weren't
lived
worried
to
about
their
this shit.
90s, and they ate, whatever
Yes.
the hell they wanted.
Well, because it was real food too back then.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. It was real food. No
It
processed
was just
shit.
food.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes
people
I
gone-
I'll even ask my wife, I said, how did my grandparents, even my parents, even be a little happy without breath work and yoga and words matter and affirmations and gratitude. And I'm like,
Journaling.
or was that just more normal back then? Like you were worried about your everyday needs and less worried about.
My grandpa made it in 96 and he never read Atomic Habits once.
Yeah. And
But
honestly,
I also still, there's value in everything,
and
even
our
though
grandparents went
tiny.
through the toughest thing. They went like through the war.
Well, no,
And
it's
they
because
still came out just fine.
again, I think we have the easy, like out of any civilization, this today at this moment, we have it easier. Just our day-to-day needs are met easier than it's ever met.
Oh, absolutely.
So we have more free time.
Instant gratification.
We have more, but then there's also like less work. The less we like are trying to provide for our daily needs, the more our brain says, "Well, what are we gonna do?" And then we start down these, and that's why I think depression's at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And like mental illness, it's like,
Well, here's another thing with that, right? People don't have courage. If I come busting your balls about a cold plunge, there's one response that it gets me to shut the hell up. I like it.
yeah. Then you're like,
That's it.
okay, you should do it.
Yeah, but if you start telling me how it's taking your inflammation down and your cells are regenerating much better in your lungs, shut the hell up. Like, it makes no sense. People will not justify
You
their own
hate
thing.
cold plunges, I think, more than anyone I've ever met.
It's just the current thing I'm banging on,
Okay.
right? You should have heard me about celery juice. Almost got divorced.
Really?
I'm juicing a celery stalk every day for him. Like, what is this doing? And
Can't you
the
just
funny
eat
thing
the
is she actually
celery?
say to me, it makes me feel better. I'm like,
Can't you eat the celery? Just eat it?
no.
Why not?
It's not
I
the
don't
same?
know.
I'm so confused right
I
now.
don't know because somebody out there, they juice it.
Oh.
That's what this stuff is all crazy as hell. If people would just live their life, all this stuff, right? All this, like I'm telling you, mental health, all this stuff comes from, a lot of it comes from, I shouldn't say all of it. It comes from people just not being true to themselves. I like it because I'm doing it. I'm doing yoga because I like it.
Yeah.
I like to get in the cold plunge because I like it. It energizes. I don't even care what it does in the morning. I do it because I like it. You know,
Makes me feel good.
like one of our buddies was going real hard on me about the cold plunge recently, and it's funny, dude. I just sit there and listen, right? And they'll start off with like, oh, there's studies, right? And it does this, and then it does this inflammation, blah, 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 and they go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, and it's like, it can actually start helping with this, and it may help do this, and it may help do this, and I'm like, oh my God, if you had any idea how deep you are in the may have, this could do, maybe it will, I'm at faith. You know what I mean? I'm at pure faith that this cold plunge is doing anything.
Did your grandpa ever do a cold plunge? How did he even live?
I have no idea. He might have had a hot shower his whole life. I don't really know what happened in the early 1900s.
Well, dude, even one generation, like my dad, I remember just him going on and on about how good a warm shower felt because he grew up without hot water.
Yeah.
And so it's those simple things because our lives now, we just have so much comfort,
Exactly.
right? We really do.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, it's like my dad,
shopping
even
at the
today,
Littlefinger.
he'll get out of the shower He's like, oh, that just feels so good. The warm shower.
Yeah.
Because he grew up as a kid, never had a hot shower. And so you appreciate all these little things that we're just like, we get mad. We get mad if the shower's not hot.
I grew up as a kid with a hot bath once a week.
Yeah.
Because we had to literally turn the electric heater on to heat the water tank to get hot water for
Which
a bath.
uses tons of power.
Yeah. So literally I would like wash and like strip wash in cold water every day as a kid until, 15 or 16 years old with one hot full bath a week.
Actually, now I really starting to see you differently. Now I know why you are how you are.
But it's like, it's fine. Because if you grow up that way, no matter where you go, if you have cold water, you can wash.
Yeah. So now do you still value a hot shower?
Oh, fuck yeah.
You're like, oh man, hot
And
shower.
plus, when I was overseas, we didn't have hot showers over there. We literally have a shower with bottled water. They would give you 4 16-ounce bottles of water for you to wet yourself, soap yourself, rinse yourself off. And you do that for...
They give me like 6 though, right?
Yeah, you'd get like a liter at least. But if you do that for like 4 months and then you go home, and it's just... Honestly, it's the weirdest thing. Just standing there and turning a shower on and water coming out going, fuck, I've missed this.
Yeah. Dude, maybe waking up every morning and taking a quick minute to be grateful for your life, you can eliminate 2 hours of bullshit you ever do every day, and then you can go hang out with your family.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm grateful for air conditioning.
Shit.
I'm grateful for air conditioning. I'm grateful for running water. I'm grateful for instant fucking coffee, and I'm grateful for the internet. Let's go.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Keep it simple, stupid. Whose quote is that?
Not mine. I haven't heard
Oh,
it.
you've never heard that? Keep it simple, stupid?
I've heard keep it simple.
Yeah.
Hey, if no one knows who said it, you
said it. You've coined it. That's
No,
yours.
it's definitely
Trademark
not
it.
me. Someone's going to be in the comments going wild.
Trademark it.
Here's my one. Just win, baby.
Just win.
Just kidding. That was a freaking
You know,
Al
Mark.
Davis.
You know what Josh is. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, just do it.
That's Nike.
No, it's not just do it because that's Nike's. His is just fucking do it.
I had to stand apart from Nike.
Yeah, Nike's not bold enough.
Yeah, Nike's not bold enough for that job. Just fucking
It's not
do it.
socially acceptable to say
Mine's way.
We are going to turn that into our men's group. We're just going to start yelling that at people. Hey, I'd like to share something. Just
do it.
Do it.
Or don't, but don't talk about it.
Yeah, just stop talking. Whatever you do, don't talk
Well,
about
no, and I've heard one guy talk about this. I said, don't tell everyone what you're going to do until after you do it.
it. Yeah.
Stop talking about it. Do it, and then say, oh, I lost 15 pounds. Or do it and say, oh, I started a business. But it's like this idea of I want to just tell everyone what I want to do.
It's because they don't have the courage to just live their life. I'm telling you, man. I'm on
It's not
something
just that
with that.
they get the gratification of doing it without doing it because people are like, oh, that's so awesome of you.
That's what it is.
That's so
People
cool. I
telling
can't
you
wait
it's
to see
cool
you do
doesn't
that.
give you anything, though.
It does to some people.
Does to some
I don't
people.
think so.
Not to you or me.
I tell you what, getting fluffed up, telling somebody you're going to do something and them getting all in and going, no, that's
And then
so
you
great.
also probably get
But
energized.
then you got
fluff.
to deal with the shame of when you don't do it.
Right.
Because people who do stuff just
So
do
here's
it.
the next thing. They just find the next thing they're going to do.
Right?
So
That's what I mean.
Oh, well, I didn't do that, but hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Oh, that's fucking great. I can't wait to do that. It's going to be amazing. Fluff, 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 fluff. And they just don't do that
So
either.
what you're saying is you should bring back bullying.
Fucking hey, haze the shit out of
Hazing.
people.
We're going with hazing.
We're going with hazing. Let's just haze the shit
I
out of
got
people.
shut down in our last activity, but I'd like to bring that back full force. Matt's telling the story about how he's stripped naked at a freaking bar.
Yeah, I was stripped naked in my rugby club. That was my hazing. I had to get stripped naked and run around the
How'd you survive that?
I don't know.
I just
You
did.
poor
It
thing.
was so cold in there too. I mean, freezing in this bar.
Freezing.
So there's shrinkage.
Absolutely. There's a reason why I'm called Tiny Dancer. That's
Dude, I want to tell people too, like this really light, easy generation that gets offended by everything. It's like you're never gonna run with the stallions, dude, unless you can hang with them. And they do not want to hear how awesome they are. They don't want to hear how brave they are or any of that bullshit. They want you to act like you're part of them. That is it. Like it is so uncomfortable to be around someone who is hero worshiping you or like just not being part of the group. That's why I get so crazy when guys are like, they raise their hand, I feel imposter syndrome. I'm like, God damn it. You paid the same amount of money that I did. You showed up to this building that I did. We're the same.
Yeah.
I can't move through this with you if you don't think we're equal.
Yeah.
You know, what's the barrier of entry?
Are you Mark? Hey, that's Mark.
is that Mark McCormick?
Holy shit, that's Mark, you guys.
I've been waiting to meet him.
Golly, what an honor.
Freaking Lake Powell.
What an honor. What an honor.
I've heard so much about him.
Man, that feels weird.
I could see how
I
that
literally, every time I say it or think it, I go, it's not really.
not.
What are you up to? What's your name?
Yeah.
Oh, I just, blah, blah, blah.
It's like, I'm okay, but
You know who's amazing? That Jimmy guy. Get your ass over there.
big time.
Tell Jimmy how awesome he is.
Big time.
You know, it was also amazing, Josh.
Josh is really amazing.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's so amazing, we love bombed him.
We did.
Oh, shit.
And he loved it. He says he didn't, but he loved it.
That was the only time I got on Group Me. And I'm like, Nick is fucking lying. I'm fine, guys. And I haven't been on since. That was so good, though. That was so good.
Loved every minute of that.
I mean, that's so the opposite. Like, if I was really in need, that would be the last thing I would want. So I'm
50
like,
dudes, 50 text messages.
yeah.
really?
What I'm saying is like, you don't really know me if you really think this is what I want.
Yeah.
Seriously,
It's a true story.
it's
Well,
like
no one really wants it. If you're really dying over something or something's really gone down, you want your 3 bros.
you need.
I need my guys.
Who's the
Free,
phone call?
badass.
It's like who's the phone call I can make right now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? But obviously some people like the love bomb. I think I don't know. I don't.
Maybe.
I would never want that for me.
I feel there's a little bit of disingenuousness, right? Like if you know in our group and you say, hey, you know, so and so's having a bad day, like love bomb. You're like, oh shit, what can I say right now that I think about him that's going to make him feel loved?
Yeah.
Like it's almost forced love, right? Like if I fucking love you, I'll text you and say, hey Josh, I just want to reach out, man. I think you're a great guy. On a good day, it doesn't have to be a bad day. I can just like on a Tuesday, I'll be like, Josh, think about you, man. I fucking love you. Same with you, right?
That's what memes are for.
Exactly.
I want an inappropriate meme sent to me.
That's what makes me feel better.
Exactly.
That
You know,
makes
when
me
I
feel better.
airdrop Josh pictures on a bus, like that shows I love him.
Oh boy, lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Don't ever receive anything from
Yeah, you
an
gotta quick
airdrop.
check those things.
Lesson freaking learned, dude. I'm a novice at that stuff. I've never been around enough guys to do that kind of
Oh, I
shit.
know.
See, I love a multi-layered emotional joke. When those hit, just like boom.
Yeah, that one hit. I'll tell you,
Amazing.
big hit.
All I saw at the bus
Big
was your
hit.
shoulders start to rise when you were laughing, and you just turned around and went, "Fucker!" I was like, "Yes, nailed it." Josh knows
Oh,
I
that
love
was
him.
good. You got me. It's hard to get me, and you got me big time. You got me hook, line, and sinker.
Hey, we got you a couple times.
The love bomb. Yeah,
The love bomb was a good one.
and then that
was in the
airdrop.
car.
What else was there? That's it, I think.
That might be it so far.
So far, can we take a break for me? Let's
Take a
think about
break.
someone else to
It's
get.
been a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Matt
ready
tried to get me, dude. He got freaking lit up.
what?
Oh, he tried to love bomb me, dude, last week, and Jimmy like let him have it.
Oh, on the group me.
I got told it was. I got told it wasn't a true love bomb, and it was.
That just tells you how much I'm on the group me. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I don't go
We'll
on.
tell you more about it tonight. It's freaking funny. I'm in a
Did he really
podcast-
call you or text you?
No, he put it in the group me that it was an inappropriate and unwanted love bomb. I'm like, no, it's
Why didn't he come to my defense? Oh, I'm going to defend Mark because he's a leader. Who am I? What am I? Chop Suey over here? Chop. I'm a
All the
nobody.
time down there. I mean, you're smoking a cigar, knocking balls around, having a whiskey.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Seems like a bad day.
It's not. I don't need a love bomb. I was literally at my cabin playing golf on a private country club. And I'm like, if I need a love bomb, something's wrong.
Guys, you're missing the point. Dude,
Guys, I am playing on a prestigious golf course in a private area, that it's hard to get into.
I'm trying to get you to hate me.
Yeah, I was
Not
trying.
love
I
bomb
said, "Don't love bomb me. Send me hate. I'd way rather have hate." Tell me how much I piss you off and make you feel less than.
What have I done? Oh, my God.
Oh, it is fun though, right? Everything's fun.
Well, listening, ladies and gentlemen, we got to end this bad boy because we got to go pick your wife up.
Oh yeah, I gotta go get her and the kids.
I'm excited.
Me
We're
too.
having a good weekend. We're countrying it up tonight.
Yeah.
And we will
We saw
continue to
Josh in
tease
his
each other to
element
death.
last night.
Oh, I know. We saw Sawyer Brown.
Yeah.
Shaking his hip
I'm
in my
telling
face.
Dude, that guy still got it.
He
I
gave
didn't
me
know
the
your
snake
hips-
head with the little ears
I didn't
that are
know
flopping.
Josh's hips could move like that. Holy shit. What was he was doing?
What's this?
I didn't know Josh's hips could move like that. I was like,
Was
Jesus.
Josh's hips moving too?
Well, slightly, depending on the
This guy,
song.
He got a
Nice.
little sway going. All right. He got a little sway going.
I'm excited for tonight. We got Scotty McCreery live.
And we have the guy in the tiki, right? What's
We're
his name?
in the Tiki Tongue.
The guy that's coming to do the private one. and
Wes Cullen from
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok. He's going to be in the Tiki tent tonight too.
Yeah,
so.
follow all of us
Yeah.
on our Instagram handles. President McCormack.
especially mine. You know, I'll
the
go
Brett
nuts on
Barron
mine.
and Sherwood.
I will be
Outdoors.
posting-
Sherwood
AZ.
Outdoors AZ.
Damn you.
I
Yeah,
can't
go.
wait.
Hey, follow me for really just a lot of detailed depth into my personal life.
But actually follow us because I guess he's got 5,000 followers. It's hurting my feelings.
Yeah, seriously.
I've been.
Give us a shout out, man.
for
Tell your
work.
followers to follow us.
Do you want me to? I would.
I know you would. Not really.
They're all Arizona people, and they're all.
They should totally follow me. I'm in Arizona too.
Yeah.
I'm cool as shit.
Yeah.
Just tell me, say, will you restory this? I would. Just tell me. But most of the time I won't, because I don't want anyone to know my private life.
You don't want anyone to know that you know us? Is that what it is?
No, I don't want anyone to know I'm up here
You
partying.
just share this podcast when it comes out and say, follow this guy. He's fun.
All right, I'll do that
Yeah, that's it.
for both of you. You just tell me. Just tell me what you need, and I'll come through.
That's true.
You would.
You're all about it.
I'm not a mind reader. Tell my wife the same thing.
To be in one. But maybe wants 11 lemons. Oh, shit.
This was fun, boys.
All righty, guys. We'll do it again. Thanks for repeating guests on here.
Thanks for having us, Marcus Aurelius.
We'll be back.
Thanks for listening to the President McCormack Podcast, brought to you by McCormack Foundation, Saxton Fund, ADP Lemco, and Professional Floor Systems. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast and keep up with Mark on Instagram @President McCormack.